My name is Randy Eggert, and this is for the class Bad Words and Taboo Terms. This is the second in a series of videos on the taxonomy of swearing. We're going to be looking at our first class now of propositional swearing. This is the informative use of taboo words. So here we're using taboo words to convey information that can be evaluated as to whether it's true or false. And there are three subcategories for this class. The first is oath-making, which arguably is the first type of swearing found in English. Dates way back to the beginnings of English, where at that time there wasn't reading and writing. You didn't write a contract if you were having commerce. So if you're going to exchange something, one thing for another, let's say that you were guaranteeing that you would give X amount of bushels of wheat in exchange for 2 head of cattle, how did they know that you were going to carry through on that, right? If they gave you the cattle today, how would they know that in 2 weeks you would give them the wheat? And so you had to guarantee your word, and that's where swearing came in. And so you would invoke some higher power typically to guarantee your words. Now that in itself isn't what we now see as swearing, right? Where at the time that wasn't considered taboo. What was taboo was using that oath making too lightly, right? So that would be where you would swear an oath, but not really mean it. You know, at present day, we say things like, I swear to God, I was so tired, I was falling asleep right in my seat, right? Now, that's rather light use of an oath, right? I swear to God. So that would have been considered taboo. And the reason is that we had to make sure that people weren't taking oaths too lightly, right? You can see then that the power gets taken out of an oath if people are always saying things like, I swear to God, or I swear this was so bad, right? So that kind of swearing had to be, taboo. And so that was the original taboo, that was the original swearing. Our next class is cursing. This also dates way back, right, where you would use taboo words to wish harm on others. And so a really classic example of that is from Romeo and Juliet, where one of the characters says, a plague on both your houses, right? That's wishing something bad to happen to both of those people, right? And at the time, plague was a pretty bad word, right? Because lots of people were dying of the plague. And here you are wishing that not only do these 2 people die, but that all of their family dies. Because if you're putting if you're sort of imagining that a plague is going to be on their house, then everybody in that house is going to die, presumably, right? So that's a pretty mean thing to say. And today we have things like eat shit and die. That would be also a kind of curse. It's probably not quite as common in English and modern English as it once was, but I suppose we still do have some sort of cursing, like go to hell or damn you. And then the last one, this is sort of the grab bag one, where all other uses of taboo words to add information. So for example, if we take a word like fuck, right, where we can use it to mean to have sex, like Grant and Gertrude fucked, all right? In that case, we understand that there's some information conveyed there, but then there's also these sort of idiomatic uses of fuck as well, like saying Grant and Gertrude were so fucked up, meaning they were intoxicated. Or we can say, my car is so fucked up, meaning it's broken. Or we can use it as a verb, like Grant fucked up my car, meaning he broke it, right? So in all of those cases as well, that's going to be denotative. that's going to be adding information. And you might disagree. You might say, no, Grant and Gertrude weren't fucked up. They were just pretending, right? And so it can be evaluated for whether it's true or false in all of these cases as well.